What's up, nerds and geeks? My name is OMG, WTF, LOL, FTW, BRB. Welcome back to more Total Extreme Wrestling Mod Spotlight. We're playing as the WWF in the year of 1998. I want to apologize beforehand if you hear a wind blowy kind of noise in the background. I have the fan on pretty high. I just realized that before I started recording. And it's getting pretty hot in here with I don't know, it's just hot in here. So I hope it doesn't bother you guys too much. You may be wondering why I'm on this screen here. First, let me acknowledge that there should be an annotation up there linking you over to the side. I know I haven't done it for the previous videos that I've uploaded at this moment, but hopefully I'll be getting them done soon. I've been lazy with that. But I bet a lot of you are wondering why I'm currently on the Enhancement Talent and why Jamie Noble is being shown off. Well, off camera, I offered and hired some people. I'm still waiting on the hear back from 3 other people, and pretty much I offered contracts to people that are on my short list that I'm interested in hiring, but really aren't that popular right now, and I don't want to kind of I don't want to put the work in to give them a huge push. But I remembered back in the day, in the 90s, and yeah, really the 90s. I don't know if they started doing it in 2000 as well. They hired people just to be enhancement talent. And more notably, Jeff and Matt Hardy were known for being this enhancement talent a lot of the time because that's where they got their start. I went out and hired quite a few people to be enhancement talent and openers, which is just a nice way of calling them enhancement talent. So as you see here, we've hired Jamie Noble and Teddy Hart. I definitely hired Teddy Hart despite the fact that I think he does have an egotistical thing going on for him, but he is also the son of Owen Hart, which is one of the reasons why I hired him. So I hired both Teddy and Jamie Noble, who are currently our 2 enhancement talents. And then on the opener side, Mark Henry is still still an opener, but I also hired Devon Storm, not sure what to call him. Kid Cash. Mark Henry, like I said, is still there. Matt Hardy, and well, Shane Helms is someone we hired on our own. So Shane Helms is also pretty much a jobber. If you'll notice, most of these guys' popularity is pretty garbage. They're not that popular. And I don't know if there's anybody that weaseled their way into a lower mid-card position, but we could see. No, doesn't look like it. And I'm 100% positive no one's increased themselves to a mid-card position, because I wouldn't have hired them to be to a pay-per-appearance contract, which is what those guys are, pay-per-appearance, if not. So not only is that a good way for me to get some people I'd like to push out of the enhancement talent role, but it also gives me someone that I can just job to say someone like Rob Van Dam or the Dudley Boys or anybody really that I just want to get a quick little victory for. So as you'll see, I do have 3 more people waiting. I'm waiting for Christopher Daniels, Jeff Hardy, and Steve Carino to get back to me. There was one commenter who always, I feel like he's commented on all the videos of the WWF, and I'm not calling you out or making fun of you. I don't want you to think that right now. I'm just acknowledging that I have looked at him, and I would always get requests to hire Jeff and Matt Hardy. Well, I finally hired them. Don't get too mad because they are going to be being used as jobbers, but what my hope is that their popularity will rise faster than what they would if they are on the independent scene, so I can actually push them to further glory, I guess. And I'm not just talking about Jeff and Matt. I'm talking about Devon Storm. I'm talking about Steve Carino. Actually, not Steve Carino. He's a freelancer, and we didn't get to hire him for long. We only got him for like 6 months. So, but you know, people that have been on my short list, I'm definitely looking for them. Either way, I didn't talk about this. I want to show it real quick. This is the go-home show for Unforgiven. So Unforgiven will be the pay-per-view we host next week, of course. And I do have plans for the show, so we're just going to jump right in and do that. But first, I did just remember we had a locker room incident, and it's between Gorilla Monsoon and Midian, so I'm assuming this is positive because I don't believe any of them are negative. Gorilla Monsoon and Midian have really bonded backstage, having discovered a shared love of surfing. I could see Midian. I don't think I could see Gorilla Monsoon surfing. Let's see if it shows up here out of curiosity. Because, no. But what does that mean? Whatever. Either way, let's go to book the show. I have an idea of what I want to do with most of the storyline, so I'm going to get majority of that out of the way. I know I want to start off the night with Stone Cold coming out, and we might as well just do a... Can we do a promo? No, we can't. Whatever. So we'll just do interview, hype, and it's not necessarily a hype match. It's more likely Steve Austin recapping what happened last week on Monday Night Raw, which he was defending his title against Shawn Michaels and was about to win until Triple H came out and the D-Generation X started beating him down. So we're going to have Stone Cold come out and recap last week issues challenge to DX. Pretty much him, doing his regular Stone Cold saying, if you all won the fight, I'll take both your asses on right here, right now, something like that. We will let you go unscripted, Steve Austin. This will lead to Mr. McMahon coming out, and we'll have a modern TV opening, basically, between Austin and McMahon, where McMahon comes out in response to Austin. He says he thinks he finds it funny that Austin has challenged both D-Generation X because come this Sunday at Unforgiven, Austin will fight both members of D-Generation X in a triple threat match for the WWE Championship, but also that tonight Stone Cold Steve Austin will have to find himself a tag team partner in order, because he is going to be I thought so. He's going to be in tag team action tonight, and if he fails to find himself a tag team partner, well then it's going to be a handicap match. So we'll add Angle. It'll be a modern TV... No, what am I doing? Not a modern TV opening. A match announcement. And a upcoming... Where is it at? Graphic is showing up. Okay, and which one of the wrestlers? Okay, so it'll be Triple H, and Shawn Michaels versus Steve Austin. Watch me did this wrong. Nope. And that'll be our main event of the night. Austin finds himself a mystery partner and will take on D-Generation X. So let's just jump right to the main event for now. Reveal of mystery partner, which is going to be, I don't know if any of you guys are going to think of it's too much of a mystery. We've actually kind of done this. No, we didn't kind of do this match. We've exactly done this match on Monday Night Raw before. Austin comes out, tells Triple H that he chose someone that actually beat his ass at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental Championship, and reveals that he'll be teaming up with Owen Hart tonight, which will have the match. It's going to be 2v2. The WWF Champion teaming up with the Intercontinental Champion. I just thought about that. Steve Austin teaming up with Owen Hart to battle Triple H and Shawn Michaels. We are going to have you go for the full 15 minutes. Let's give him 13 minutes, actually. And we'll give Shawn Michaels the victory. We'll have him pin Owen Hart. It's going to be an open, all-out match. And we're going to have distraction, and Owen will get distracted by Goldust, which will allow Michaels to get the super kick and win him and Triple H the match. Simple as that. And it also pushes the rivalry of Goldust and Owen along. So I think another thing I'd like to do is we'll have Goldust cutting a promo or doing a promo on Owen Hart. So we'll do, actually let's do a hype and we'll have Goldust in action. So let's have him actually start off the night. We'll have Goldust start off the night. I don't know against who, but what is Goldust? An upper mid-carder? Let's get him some momentum against a face. I don't want to do it. I really don't want to put him over D'Lo Brown, but I'm thinking D'Lo Brown. D'Lo versus Goldust? Yeah. I'm sorry, D'Lo. I don't want to job D'Lo. I love D'Lo. He's one of my all-time favorite wrestlers in the Attitude Era. Have you guys go for, both are upper mid-carders, so I think 10 minutes would be a good match time. Yeah, that's fine. Goldust to get the victory, and then open, all-out, work the crowd bout, and we'll have manager interference finish that allows Goldust to win. We'll put that right there. And then we will have Goldust do a hype for his Intercontinental Championship match. So Goldust hyping up his match against Owen Hart. We'll give him 5 minutes to talk, and there we go for that. I have a lot to fit in, and I just realized it's a lot more angle than anything. I do want to do an angle with Jeff Jarrett and The Undertaker. So let's add that in. It's going to be a modern TV opening. Unless we have a Phenom Strikes thing, which I don't think we do. Oh, wait, we do. So let's do that. We'll have Phenom Strikes. I didn't think we had this in this one, honestly. So it'll be Jeff Jarrett coming out, bragging about what he did to The Undertaker, which will lead to The Undertaker coming out and the two brawling. And we'll put that right around there. I know I wanted to do a 6-man tag match. This will be our semi-main event. And it'll be Mankind and I forgot the name of their team. It's been so long. The Winning Combination. Mankind and the Winning Combination versus Vader and the WWE Tag Team Champions Road Dogg, Jesse James, and Badass Billy Gunn. And we'll give you guys 12 minutes. I'm going to give Mankind the victory. He can pin Road Dogg. It's going to be an open, all-out match. So that'll be the semi-main. I wanted to do something with where would it be at? So this is kind of where I'm going with it, but it's not going to be a challenge. It's mostly going to be Paul Bearer coming out and says that Kane has accepted the Ultimate Warrior's challenge. Warrior comes out, and it looks like he's going to attack Paul Bearer, and then here comes Kane to make the surprise appearance, basically. So we got that going for us, and I also wanted to do something with, I have to do something with Farouk and Ahmed Johnson. It's the Go Home show. I was thinking we can have like a modern TV opening again with their two brawls. So we'll do that. It'll be Farouk, Ahmed Johnson interrupts, and we'll have the two brawl, and it'll be like 8 minutes long. And there we go. We have 18 minutes left. So I gotta figure out something to put between these guys. So we need to do something with The Rock. I'm thinking about, I don't know. Rock versus, I don't know. We need to do something with The Rock, though. So we'll add a match just to keep The Rock relevant for now, because I really don't have anything for him. Rock can fight we have Godfather and Animal there. I guess we can do The Rock versus the Godfather. Give them 8 minutes. Rock gets the win decisively. There we go. Decisive win for the Great One. Put that between Farouk and them, and we'll also do a pre-match singles catchphrase. Rock, just does his whole, if you smell, all that fun stuff. Give him full 5 minutes there. Because he's The Rock, he's the Great One. He's the people's champ. We'll have Rock right there. Actually, let's do like Rock between Taker and a Double J. And then we will do, you know what? Let's do a squash match, shall we? We'll go Rob Van Dam, Enhancement Talent, Teddy Hart's the only face. Alright. Give it to Teddy Hart. It'll be 5 minutes long. RVD wins. Decisive. Put that between these two. We have 19 minutes left. I'm not exactly sure where else I want to go with this. Ooh, buddy, I almost pressed the thing. The thing we didn't want to press. Alright. Well, we'll go on the pre-show, and I have a bout that I do want to do. We'll do Taka Michinoku and Jushin Liger, and have them battle Mark Miro and Brian Christopher. Give you guys 8 minutes, and we'll let Taka get the victory in an open bout. And I don't believe there's anybody else I really want to get on the show. I could do something with the Dudleys, but I don't really have anything for the Dudleys at the moment. And I don't mean that like I don't have anything for them. I just mean it more of like I don't know who I want them to fight. We could just do a squash match for the Dudleys, so match for the Dudleys and maybe throw someone else in there. So Dudley boys can battle Matt Hardy and Shane Helms. Just because they're friends. Quick little match. We'll give the victory to Dirty Devon because he's a protege of Stone Cold. Did not know that, by the way. Decisive win. Did not know that Dirty Devon, and this isn't real life, I think this is just in the game, but you'll see right here, Dirty Devon Dudley is the protege of Steve Austin. Who would have known? And we could do Savio Vega beating somebody, so let's go Savio versus Too Cold Scorpio or something. Savio Vega faces could be alright, well, we don't want it to be anyone from here. It'd have to be at least a mid-carder. Or at most a mid-carder is what I meant. There's no one in openers or there. We could do like Jerry Lynn. In fact, let's do Jerry Lynn. I think that'll be a fun match. Have them go for 8 minutes. Savio Vega gets the win in an open match, yeah. Let's have them go open, and we'll give them extra 2 minutes and have them be the main event. So that's about it. Welcome to those nerds and geeks who clicked on the annotation to skip ahead to view the results of the show. I like the way this show is ran, or is going to run. It is the go-home show, so I'm kind of relying on it to be really, really good, but I think we're going to do fine. So let's run this show, shall we? So we have 3 pre-show bouts. Our first bout is a quick squash match that gets a 36D-. An extremely short match, the Dudleys defeating the team of Matt Hardy and Shane Helms when Dirty Devon defeated Helms with the Dudley Death Drop. Kind of should have, or wish I would have given it to Matt Hardy since Helms is the one under contract. Hardy did get a 73 on his Teen Idol gimmick, so that's something, I guess. And then we move on to our next pre-show bout that gets a 51D+, solid in reaction but non-existent crowd heat. Taka and Jushin Liger defeating the Kings when Taka defeated Brian Christopher with the Michinoku driver. And Mark Miro is improving in performance. And then we end off the pre-show with a 42D+, or D, not D+, that gets, or that has solid in reaction but non-existent crowd heat. Savio Vega defeating Jerry Lynn with the Caribbean Kick. Vega was off his game tonight, and he's also improving in performance. So moving on to the actual show, we started the night with Stone Cold Steve Austin in the ring, talking about the previous events that happened on Monday Night Raw, how if D-Generation X just wanted a match against him, all they had to do was ask, and it invites him to the ring now so he can come out, so he can just open a, a can of whoop ass on him and something like that, Typical Steve Austin interview, gets a 78B, but instead of DX coming out, Mr. McMahon comes out, and wow, gets a 91A. Super happy with this. Austin's in the ring already. Mr. McMahon and him go back and forth. McMahon tells Austin that he finds it funny how Austin is so adamant on getting his hands on both Triple H and Shawn Michaels because come this Sunday, he'll have to defend the WWF Championship against both Triple H and Shawn Michaels. And then he also says that, but he's not going to leave Austin hanging out there. He's a man that gives his champions what they want. If Austin wants his hands on D-Generation X, all he had to do was ask, and announces that tonight Stone Cold Steve Austin will have to find himself a tag team partner to team up with DX, or it'll be a handicap match. But either way, tonight it'll be Austin versus DX. We also have the confirmation that it is going to be a triple threat match at the pay-per-view. So let's add that in there. It'll be Triple H versus Steve Austin versus Shawn Michaels, not Shane Helms, at the pay-per-view Unforgiven. So Austin was superb without a script. Mr. McMahon was actually underwhelming, but that doesn't matter. Austin blew us away. And the announcers put over that later tonight. DX will take on Steve Austin with a mystery partner. We lead into our opening bout of the night, which is between Goldust and D'Lo Brown. Some good action, but not much away in heat. Goldust defeating D'Lo Brown with the Bulldog after Luna Vachon interfered. She also did some good work ringside. And then afterwards, Goldust hypes up his upcoming match against Owen Hart at Unforgiven. Let's go ahead and add that in as well for the Intercontinental Championship. So we have Goldust, Owen Hart, confirmed. And Luna Vachon also held the Goldust during this segment. We then move on to Paul Bearer in the ring as he tells Ultimate Warrior that Kane has accepted his challenge. Warrior's in the ring with Paul Bearer also, and tells Bearer that he's got a message he wants to send to Kane. Puts his hands on Bearer, but the lights go out. The fire goes off, and Kane is in the ring and leaves Warrior laid out as the match is now confirmed between Ultimate Warrior and Kane. Do we have a no DQ match already made? That'd be pretty cool if we do. No, doesn't look like it. Could make it a street fight, but that's hardcore based, and I don't want it to be hard. What the hell? A top P death match? Alrighty then, you've seen them all. They have a top P death match, but not just a normal no disqualification match. Are you serious? Are you serious? No. We'll just make it an Aussie Rules match then, between Kane and Ultimate Warrior, so let's add that in there. Alright, way to push that along. And then we have another match. Oh wow, that's got a 51D+. Some good action, but not much weight in heat. Rock defeating Godfather quickly and easily. I thought I did a pre-match catchphrase. Oh, whatever. I don't want to go back, but if I have to go back, I'm going to be so mad. Extremely short match. RVD defeating Teddy Hart with a split-legged moonsault. Teddy got a 74 on his second-generation gimmick. The performance of RVD stood out as being good, and we got a 62 C-. I'm happy with that. Teddy Hart's also improving in performance. And then Farouk's in the ring, ranting on about Ahmed Johnson, saying some pretty close to racist things, saying how Ahmed's a disgrace to the black race and all that, and how he's a disgrace to the European Championship. This leads to Ahmed coming out, who's pretty much had enough of Farouk, and the two end up brawling before they can be have to be separated before the crowd. Okay, this was supposed to be before the match, but I'm so glad it's not the ending, so I'm not going to have to go back. But Rock doing a catchphrase that was supposed to be before his match against the Godfather. Simple as that. Alright, here we go. 79B, I'm happy with this. Jeff Jarrett in the ring, boasting about what he did to Undertaker last week, explaining how he was originally considered to be one of the next big things here in WWF, and now it seems like he can't even get a break in the WWF, so he decided to take that break when he broke his guitar across the head of the Phenom, and he starts laughing and bragging about it, but the lights go out. Undertaker standing in the ring. Double J looks stunned, gets beaten around the ring, and then runs for safety. And Taker says to Jeff Jarrett that they'll fight off at Unforgiven, or, pretty much saying that you'll be Unforgiven, which sets up for the match against The Undertaker and Jeff Jarrett. And there we go. We got that match. I'm happy that got a 79B, despite the fact that Jeff Jarrett was underwhelming. But Taker was good. Performance for him was really good. And then we have a 6-man tag match, some good action in average heat. Mankind in the winning combination defeating Vader and the New Age Outlaws when Mankind defeated Road Dogg with the pile driver. So this pushes along the two storylines there. Kind of brought the Vader storyline down a little bit, but that's fine. We're going to have 2v2. I'm just gonna put this in there now. It's not that it got like confirmed in this match or anything, but I have actually not put in this stuff, so I want to put them in now. And there we go. Outlaws versus them, and then we're going to do should we do a last man standing match? I want to see how good Vader is on hardcore, because if we can do that, I want to do like something crazy with the two. My apologies, you guys just like heard my phone go off. Either way, let's move on. And then, wow, got an B+. I'm happy with that. Austin comes out, talks about how he did find himself a tag team partner, and that he actually found himself a person that beat Triple H's ass at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental Champion, and reveals that it's kind of for the first time ever that the WWF and the Intercontinental Champion are teaming up to take on D-Generation X. Out comes Owen Hart. We have the match that gets an 85 B+. Featured great action and a good crowd. D-Generation X defeating Steve Austin and Owen Hart when Michaels defeated Hart with a super kick after a distraction from Goldust. So Goldust putting his presence, or letting his presence be known to Goldust, costing him this match here. And then Shawn Michaels is also improving in Rumble. And this show increased our popularity in 28 regions, got an 84 B+. Definitely happy with that. We're going to be moving on to Unforgiven. We're going to have that triple threat match. We got. So I'm liking Unforgiven, honestly. I think it's a really good show to follow up with WrestleMania. Unfortunately, WWF wasn't able to really do that because Shawn Michaels retired, and I think they went with Dude Love. But either way, let's look at this. Excellent. It seems they really struck gold with this show. Vast majority liking the show. So we got an 84 B+. Nitro did an 82. We actually beat Nitro, nerds and geeks. Hell yes. Screw off, Nitro. We won. Well, we haven't won, but we still beat them. Let's look at this real quick. Raw got the same rating on J Sports, went up on TSN, and down on the USA Network despite being one of our best Monday Night Raws. And we have decisions with all of them, so let's hire them. You can be a face, because I need more faces than heels. Complete contract, and complete contract. There we go. So we got all of them. We're going to auto push. There we go. And I'm going to look at the storylines before we end this off. We got a C- for Farouk and Ahmed, 68 C+ for Jarrett and Taker, 69 for Kane and Warrior, 81 for the Broken Heart, or for Goldust and Owen Hart, 85 for DX versus Steve Austin, 64 for the winning combination versus the Outlaws, and 66 for Vader and Mankind. Real quick before we end off the episode, how is Vader in hardcore? He's a C+. That's actually not too bad. Mankind should. Okay, we are going to do a hardcore match. I'm putting it in now. Pre-booking. We'll have it be a. Can't do death match because that's not going to happen. But let's do. What's a House of Fun? Oh, it's high spot base. I want to do match style, hardcore. There we go. One-on-one. There we go. So we got weapons, which is just, regular. The happy death match, because, oh, buddy. Oh, Lord. Glued their fist to a pile of sharded. No. Could do a street fight. That's fine. I might do a street fight or a hardcore match, but street fight sounds a little bit better for me. Exploding death match. Probably could just do a hardcore match, though, considering, Yeah, let's just do a normal hardcore match. Why not? Vader, Mankind. And there we go. That's our Unforgiven card for now. Either way, nerds and geeks, hope you guys have enjoyed. I'll see you guys for Shotgun Saturday Night. Might as well just simulate forward for that one. This week's Shotgun Saturday Night is probably not going to be something like too crazy, because I don't want to focus on the storylines really at all. But yeah, let's look at this stuff. Some people are gone, it looks like, but that's fine. We had an email, so let's see. After Owen Hart and Shawn Michaels have neither bad chemistry nor good chemistry. All right. Other Nerds and Geeks, that's going to do it for this episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, do me a favor, leave me a comment, like, and subscribe if you have not already. And don't forget to share this video with your friends, Facebook and Twitter, to help the channel grow. That's greatly appreciated. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and like me on Facebook. And as always, my name's been OMG, WTF, LOL, FTW, BRB. And I'll see you guys for Shotgun Saturday night. So until then, have a wonderful day.